properties. The reason there's no audio is that my thing's not plugged in. And then we got sound coming out. There we go. Yay, we have sound. So I've been blathering away there. Right, so thank you for letting me know there was no audio. Much appreciated. Okay, so what was I doing? I was going on things I've seen today that looked really interesting. So Reactor, which is reactive extensions, the RX stuff, all the iObservable and iCubeservable, and that sort of thing. And there's a sort of evolution of that called Reactor with a Q. And I've ordered this ebook, and I've probably got the email, but I haven't read it yet. But yeah, it looks really interesting, and some very, very smart people have been working on it, like Howard from Engine and Bart de Smet, who, whenever I'm at a conference and Bart de Smet's doing a talk on C#, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, watching that, because guy is very, very smart. But yeah, so that looks interesting, and I might have a look at that on a stream in the near future. And then the other thing I saw was this N-Bomber thing. And so just at the point when you went, there's no audio, I was explaining that back when I worked at Compare the Market and we were doing load testing, I was using Locust, which is a Python framework for doing load testing. And it was great, but it was Python. I'm not a Python programmer, so I had to sort of dust off my rusty Python and polish it up a bit so that I could use this Locust thing. But somebody has built effectively locust.net, this N-Bomber thing. And so, yeah, you can use F# or C#. Those bits look essentially the same, but if you look at the stuff down here, so the C# there looks pretty much the same. But yeah, for load testing websites, you can actually code your load tests in C# and .NET, and that's... No, definitely do complain. Definitely do complain, because I'm basically stupid, and I suck at the streaming bit of streaming. I can do the talking, but I can't do this. Oh dear. I keep saying, how long have I been doing this now? 3 months, 4 months? My whole life. And yeah, and I keep saying I'll get better at it, and I never do. But yes, so N-Bomber, that's something else that I might potentially look at as well. The other thing, that, where's my channel? So yes, no, you cannot show notifications. So yes, somebody off stream asked if I could VOD my streams so that they could watch them at their leisure, and I had been under the impression that Twitch had removed the feature where you could just go bung this over to YouTube, and so I'd been kind of downloading 2-hour streams and then cutting the first 5 minutes off because it's just my stream intro bit, and then re-uploading it to YouTube. But it turns out that there is an export feature in Twitch, and you can just export things directly to YouTube. So now that's happening there. There's a thing with the affiliate agreement where you can't do it for 24 hours. It has to be exclusive to Twitch for 24 hours. So what I'm going to do is each week I'll export the previous week's things. And so if you've missed anything or whatever, then you can go over and have a look at me. See, I'm big in all of these. I'm huge. In that one, I've got Twinkies behind me for some reason, which is, I'm not sure. But yes, so I'll keep that up to date and everything as well. All right, that's enough of all that. So if you are new to the channel, what I am building here, Stream Badger Desktop, what I'm building is a Blazor application that runs as a desktop application using a framework or library package called Photino, which lets you wrap your Blazor application in an executable and just deploy it like that. And then what that does is I can click things on here and it makes things appear on my stream. And then I can turn it off again, and then I can go boom, and that goes on there as well. And I can do hi Mark, and that theoretically played a sound as well, although I couldn't tell. I won't do the applause because it's deafening. Let's just,
Mark.
There we go. Plays the sound. So yeah, and I'm going to make it do more things. I've got plans. But the immediate plans, there's an authentication step that needs to happen. And it was, when I first started out, this just ran in the browser. And so authentication happened in the browser, and that was fine. Evening Eagle. Then I turned it into this desktop application, which means I don't want the Twitch authentication flow to happen in the application, because there's no way for people to know for sure whether that's twitch.tv or whether it's my very clever, haha, I'm stealing your Twitch credentials. And so it's got to go through a browser-based thing. So essentially the desktop application opens a page in your browser which does the authentication and then sits and waits and hits an API. And so on Thursday last week, I created the API for it with ASP.NET, and ASP.NET Contrib has a Twitch authentication plugin, so it just uses that. Let's just shut this down and then disable this again as well. And then I deployed it into Railway, which was just super cool and super easy. And I had a very nice person called Jake, who works at Railway, was in the stream for the entire 2 hours and was just going, no, do this. You run this command. And he pasted a command into the Twitch chat, and I ran it with sudo on my WSL instance. So that was fun. But yeah, so we've got this Stream Badger login here, and this is now just running on streambadger.com in the cloud, and this is running on Railway. And yeah, I got all that from sort of starting the application to hurrah, it's running in the cloud with a custom domain inside 2 hours. It is super easy to do Railway stuff. And so now we've just got to make that page do the login stuff and add something to Stream Badger Desktop to make it work. So this is how far we got with this, basically. So we got logging in using your default browser. And then, so this then needs to sit and hit streambadger.com to try and get the data back from the session ID. So this ping here with the session ID will theoretically return the session data when I get that stuff back. So yeah, session data and session data, those are basically the same. And so now I just need to get this page to do the pinging thing. So I'm going to do protected override void on after render. I'm just going to head up to this and see what it does. Does it do anything? No, it is just empty, so I don't need to call that. Private async task. Wait for session data. And so, yeah, we've got this response, this login client here. And so in startup, we add the HTTP client for that, and client.base address is streambadger.com. So this login.razor we can just say, so at inject login client, like so. And then down here, we can say, hang on, where is, let's go back to login client. Have I been super clever? So, right, okay, so I've got this here. I've got my cancellation token and stuff. So, I don't actually need, I can just await this. So we can say var session data equals await login client dot ping async underscore session ID and cancellation token dot none. And just need to change this to be async task on after render async, like that. So now we need to put that somewhere and do something useful with it. So we're going to add a directory and call it services. And we'll add a class in here, and we're going to call this Twitch auth, which is similar to one that we had in the previous one, previous code here, streambadger, but this will be different. And we're going to have a private session data underscore session data. And we're going to have a public void set session data. Underscore session data equals session data. So this is going to be a singleton service. So in startup, we're going to say services.add singleton. Twitch auth, like so. I'll just make sure that's I'm gonna Take this out for a moment. I don't want to do the normal rename thing. So bot, old, pages, dashboard, change that to old. Most of this stuff is going to come out of Stream Badger and go into Stream Badger Desktop in one way or another, but I'm going to take the opportunity to kind of do some cleanup and stuff while it's going. So now if we go to Startup here, that should just become my local Twitch auth. So that's cool. And then I'm going to add another service in here, which is going to be chatbot. No, I'm not. So I'm going to go up to here and I'm going to find TwitchBot and I'm going to rename that to TwitchBot Old. And then I'm going to copy that and paste it into here and rename it back to TwitchBot, like so. And move that to the correct place there. And make that into the right thing there. Cleaning up, cleaning up. And then that's going to become, oh. Don't want that, it's just the easiest way to get over to here. And then we'll say public session data underscore session data. And then we could probably just turn that into an auto property like that. Yep, that's much better. And then we'll have a public, so TwitchBot, Twitch, so that's just an action. Action connected or authenticated, and that's an event. And then this becomes authenticated, and this becomes session dot name and dot session data dot access token. And this becomes session data dot ID. this becomes session data.name, like that. Right. And then in our startup here, we say services.add hosted service TwitchBot, like so. Okay. We are getting somewhere with this. So login.razor. So we got session data here. We're going to inject Twitch auth, like so. Hosted services, yes. Oh, I love hosted services. They are my favorite thing. Well, they're one of my favorite things. So many favorite things. And then we can say if session data dot ID is, let's do session data dot access token is length greater than 0. Twitch auth dot set session data, and then we want navigation manager in here as well, so we can do at inject navigation manager. And then we can say navigation manager dot navigate to new, oh no, slash, I think, and that should work. Yes. I'm going to come to doing some refactoring, but yes, this, so you can put injects into imports.razor, can you? So I'm still quite new with Blazor, and I'm still learning what you can do. But yeah, that would be cool if you can put injects into that. That's awesome. Okay, so then index.razor, and where have we got, and it's cool, I will have to switch to doing that at some point. Shared main layout, and then we've got this top row here, and we've got login info there. So how does that look in here? Main layout, top row px4, and login info did this over here. Main. Gosh, I was doing a lot of stuff on there. Okay, so let's just go into index.razor. And we're going to say div.style so let's add Blazor component login info, and then go up to here and grab that, come back to here and go like this. Twitch auth. And then in here we can say Twitch auth dot session data dot access token is not is length greater than 0. And in here, we're just going to change this to /login, which should take us over to no, that's not doing anything. So that should take us to our login page. And I don't think we actually need here. Cheers for the sub, Des. Much appreciated. Oh, I'm coining it now. So many subscribers. I really do appreciate it. So let's get rid of that out of there. I don't think I need any of this now. Because I don't need this local storage service because I'm not doing dodgy things through the code. I'm just getting Twitch auth in here, and then I can just say Twitch auth.sessiondata.name. I am getting rich. And so I've had people update on the beginner level stuff. I've had a few people asking about this, and I discovered that Starbucks coffee, or like 3 of these. If I saved, how many subscribers would I need? If I can get to 20 subscribers, it'll pay for my haircuts. Yeah, people have been asking, can I do sort of introductory stuff? And apparently, some of the people who were on the stream on Thursday who were asking about that are actually my daughter's friends who are at school. They go to the boys' school down the road from her girls' school. And so I'm thinking I might do the sort of learn C# with Mark stuff late, to be kind of youth and teenager friendly. So I might be doing them kind of 10:30 till 11:30 of an evening on different evenings or something. So yes, people who remember me drinking Monster and Red Bull, the big cans of Red Bull and stuff at user groups, and generally living on coffee. I quit caffeine about a year ago. It's about middle of last year, because my resting heart rate was in 3 figures, and I thought that's not good, and I was very kind of and so I quit caffeine, and I had just the worst headaches for about a week, and so now I drink decaffeinated coffee, caffeine-free tea, Red Bush tea, that sort of thing. I can't remember the last time I drank any Coke, and certainly no Red Bull or Monster or anything like that. I have the occasional cup of coffee with caffeine in it. There's somewhere that where do I go that doesn't do decaf? McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't do decaf coffee. But yes, very, very rarely. And you know, it's good for your health and all that sort of stuff, but my resting heart rate is still ridiculously high, and just general badness. Anyway, I'm going to run this, and I'm going to see what happens when I do these things. Nothing, apparently, because I haven't put my login info control in there. So on my index.razor, I'm just going to stick it in here for the time being. And we're just going to say div style equals float right, because I believe this is how one does these things, and then login info slash. Yes, I will definitely be looking at BUnit at some point. Okay, and so now it's just not working. So login info.razor is not working for some reason. That would be a null reference exception there. No, it would apparently be something else. And the thing I'm finding really stressful with this is that I am not getting any output from this to tell me what is going wrong. I went for a once over at the gym with a personal trainer when I first joined Bannatynes, and at the time I used to cycle to work 6.7 miles away and got it down to about 21 minutes. I told him it was probably high because I was running late and feeling anxious. I sat down and it was 53. The guy just looked at me in genuine shock because I'm not exactly this. Yes. 75. Hang on, let me just check my heart rate. So this is just sitting on a Twitch stream. We'll do measure. Supposed to keep it down there. Do 95. 95 sitting here doing a Twitch stream. Which is, it's fine, you know, it's Bluetooth heart rate monitor and hooked it up to show his pulse rate on stream. That's absurd, and I'm definitely going to do that. No, it's been high my entire life. I have a ridiculous, I have the metabolism of a hyperactive 2-year-old, which is great, and it means that I'm thin and stuff, except for my stomach, which is just inevitably gone to seed. So I'm just going to take this out. Whoops. And see if this loads. But yeah, so I will spend my whole life lovely and thin. Nope, that's not working either. And so if I go back to index.razor, if I just take this out, right, so without login info there it works. If I navigate to that, it's definitely the right one. I don't want iLocal storage service. That's probably what the problem was there. And I don't want blazer.local storage either. I haven't set either of those up. So let's uncomment these things now. Right, there we go. So now we've got a lovely connect with Twitch button. And this basically has not worked because of something shonky happening. So let's going to remove the localhost thing, click the I'm not a robot and save on my Twitch page there. And then let's try this one more time. So connect with Twitch. You're about to leave Twitch. Twitch has no control over the content or security of streambadger.com. Click continue. And something bad happened while I was doing that. Okay. And so now I should be able to go to railway.app. So here's Railway, and I can go to my dashboard, and I can go to StreamBadger. Deployments, and we've got the cookie has same site and must also set secure. I probably need to set up key sharing for this just in case it's running multiple things. Twitch was challenged, exception handler, remote authentication handler, handle request async. So that something went terribly, terribly wrong there. Okay, that's fine. So we can debug this. Hey. How can we debug this though? Let's see. So if we go down to the console here and we go into Twitch, StreamBadger, and do Railway. Oh no, hang on, I have to do this from a bash shell because Railway doesn't like. So cd/mnt/d/Twitch StreamBadger, and then in here I do Railway run. There's a correlation cookie that has the same site warning, perhaps related. Okay, can I connect to this? Attach to process. StreamBadger desktop. It's running in a Docker container. goodness only knows what that is. So run attached to remote process. Nope. So what were my dashboard, Stream Badger deployments, hello logs, correlation failed. Cookie not okay, so something is going on with correlation. My redirect URI was the same as the callback path. No. Okay. Went to the GitHub repo. I found the answer worker. Chrome is doing this, which I assume is just that as well. For ASP.NET Core, you should install the patches and then implement the agent sniffing code. What on earth is going on here? How to specify thingy doodah what's its services.configure cookie authentication options. All right, so let's go into Stream Badger here. Shut everything down there. Go into Startup. Options dot cookie manager dot options.cookie.secure policy equals and let's just so cookie authentication options. Determines the settings. So same site defaults to lax, HTTP only defaults to true, secure policy defaults to same as request. And the error I was getting in my logs cookie has set same site equals none and must also set secure. All right, so testing in production. Railway up. So this is now going to deploy to here. So we have one that's building. Deploy is live. And then back to here and F5. And connect with Twitch. Continue. And still not happy. Correlation failed. Let's just go into here and application. Does not have a cookie set at all. Error from remote authentication, correlation failed. Sign in as user, correlation failed, correlation failed. Da, 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 da. Services.configure cookie policy options. Options dot secure equals secure dot always options dot minimum same site policy equals same site mode dot strict options dot HTTP only equals options dot. Yep, that's fine like that. So that's cookie authentication options. Let's take that out. The add Twitch, does it has a correlation cookie builder like the options dot correlation cookie? You mean like that? Okay, we can try that. ASP.NET OIDC correlation cookie. Correlation ID, OpenID connect, cookie not found. There's no answer on that. Add cookies, do. Solved by removing app.use cookie policy from client startup. All right, I'm just gonna railway up this. That is just super quick. Oh. Slash foobar. Correlation failed. Cookie not found. Arg! Right. So let's look at Twitter authentication. Overview. No, I can't. I'm just. ASP.NET, so .ASP.NET core dot correlation cookie not found. Railway.app is my new favorite hosting platform. So yeah, basically Railway.app. I wrote a blog post about it that explains a little bit more about what it is. Let me paste the link to that. But yeah, Railway is a cloud hosting platform, and they give you 3 slots for free where you can just run whatever you want, and you can run Node and Python, I think, on it natively, and Ruby. But you can also run anything you can put into a Docker image. And so, yeah, we set that up on Thursday last week. But yeah, it runs stuff. And I also have, what did I set up? Umami. So this is an open source Node.js based analytics package. And this was super cool, particularly because the Umami website, you sort of go into the docs and it goes, oh, running on Railway, and it's just got this button here that you press and it goes, hey, we're going to run that for you in Railway. So yeah, so I've now got analytics, and that's not costing me anything at all. Hey Krish, how's it going? Krish, you were the dude who was asking about beginner level stuff. What do you think of the idea of me doing those at 10:30 in the evening? For like an hour. Would that work for you? So compared to like GitHub Pages and Netlify, it's actually running code. It's not a static hosting thing. It's running an ASP.NET Core MVC application or whatever you've put in a Docker file. So yeah, you can build APIs, and if I go to my dashboard here, 10:30, yes, 10:30 in the evening. Then yeah, you've got plugins, and so you can have Mongo, MySQL, Postgres, and Redis are the ones that are available at the moment. And yeah, I mean 3 sites, potentially with 2 plugins on each site for free is pretty cool. So why am I getting correlation failed here? I believe they're running on, I think they're running on top of Heroku. I'm not sure. They're running on top of something else. And I think they've just figured out a way to do like super dense hosting. Nope, not that. Doesn't look like that. Okay, I mean, I could potentially do it a bit earlier or something. You know. Production user pool. No, that's Amazon Cognito. So yes, also youtube.com, my channel. So yeah, all the old streams are now on my YouTube channel. if you want to catch up on them. So you can just get those from the VOD bods. Because this, if I run this locally, that's just weird. That can't be that. That can't be that. Do not throw a new not implemented exception in your dependency injection resolvers. Oh no, it wasn't that. So app.use cookie policy. Try this. Right, so then streambadger.com. Nope. I got rid of all those same site and all those things though, so that's good. But it's just Twitch was challenged, cookie not found. Cookie W8YY. Same site cookie. Do. Explicitly state same site cookie usage with the same site attribute. Your cookie will only be sent in a first-party context. In user terms, this cookie will only be sent if the cookie site for the cookie matches the site currently shown in the browser's URL bar. Okay, so I'm going to go to login/foobar. That's done that. And then this headers request headers has not sent that cookie. And I don't know why. Why has request headers not sent that cookie? Right, I'm going to take that out. So the cookie for this one here says streambadger.com sign-in/Twitch. Expires. What's the expiry on that? Short. Okay, so I'm gonna delete my cookies, delete. And specify lax in there and redeploy. Building. Ha 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 ha. And we're done. Clear this out. Application. Cookies, continue, cookies, and back to here. No, not that. Redirect mismatch parameter. Redirect URI does not match registered URI. Well, that's new. Streambadger.com/sign-in Twitch. Where's my thing? So this is HTTPS. But my redirect URI is just saying HTTP. So why is that doing that? It was HTTP and not HTTPS. See, redirect URI equals HTTP ://streambadger.com. Your Discord message banner thing bottom. Oh, so if I do this, it's. Oh, right, it covers my mouth. I'll try and remain more upright. Okay, so options dot return URL parameter. Nope. That's a setting in ASP.NET that's passing the HTTP. What setting? What's the setting? ASP.NET OAuth redirect URI HTTP. App.use forwarded headers. No, the site's running as HTTPS on Railway. A few seconds ago. Same problem there. Options dot authorization endpoint where the client will be redirected to. Events. Correlation cookie. Events type. Forward authenticate. Token endpoint. Back channel HTTP handler. Remote authentications. When the redirect to authorization and again. Oh dear. Okay, now that's gone wrong. So it wants me to actually do the redirect. Good grief. So that's not it. I mean, so one thing I can try. Nope, must use HTTPS protocol. So it's not going to let me change it in the Twitch thing there. app.use HSTS app.use HTTPS redirection, like that. Try those things. No, it's still wrong because it doesn't display the right thing. Could it be as simple as that? No, I don't think so. Right. We are going to go spelunking through the source code. Fork to Rendell Labs. Refresh. Code. Grab that. Rider ASP.NET. Trust and open. quite a lot of these. Come on, 16 cores, 32 threads. All that memory, do your thing. Build challenge URL, redirect URI. Callback path defaults to /signin/Twitch. ASP.NET Core, redirect URI, not HTTPS. App.use forwarded headers, new forwarded headers options. Process to do does the thing that does the thing. This is looking promising, guys. It worked! It worked! Right. So then if we come back to here, and do this, and we do connect with Twitch, and then we go back to here, and so we're nearly there. We are nearly there. Right. This has been a frustrating evening, and let's just what did the trick was this. App use forwarded headers, new forwarded headers options. Oh, stupid boy. Stupid boy. It's running in Docker. The application is running in Docker, so it's containerized. And when a .NET application is running in Docker, it just runs on HTTP and port 80 by default. It doesn't do HTTPS, so that you don't have to go through all the blah of injecting an SSL certificate into your Docker container and setting it all up to use that and everything. So by the time it actually gets to my .NET process, the request has become HTTP. And so this use forwarded headers here, forwarded headers equals forwarded headers.x forwarded proto. So this says, hey, take the headers that you've got from the proxy, which would be x-forwarded-proto, which will have been set by Cloudflare, and then it will probably have been set by Railway as well. And then, so this says, use the x-forwarded proto. So when you're constructing URLs, construct them with HTTPS. So that's cool. So probably doesn't hurt to have the correlation cookie stuff in there. That did seem to solve that problem. But so I'm just going to, if I go to my Stream Badger here and go to my Redis plugin, and so I've got foobar there. And so let's go to, let's open up the Explorer. So if I go to ping/foobar. So yeah, there you go. So that's working. Right, so all my code there is legit. So what I need to do here is in Stream Badger Desktop login client, and we can just hit this and click connect with Twitch, and then we can say F10. So remove all line breakpoints, and then let's just do this, and we can run this again. Connect with Twitch, doing the thing. Okay, that's just bizarre. So F9. Let's just run this again. Connect with Twitch. Exception. I do appear to be getting HTML back. Ah, because I'm going to the wrong address. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Refresh. And that is not getting set for some reason. Oh. So that works. And if I go streambadger.com/foobar QUUX, and then we go back to here and we go Reddit. Delete key, yes. Run. Remove all line breakpoints. So that's just getting stuck in a not found loop there because something bad is happening. Start up. Did it being Func or OAuth creating ticket context. Right, refactor that out into here so it's nice and clean and stuff. And then we can say var logger equals context.http context.request services.get required service ilogger OAuth callback. Else logger.log warning no stream badger.session ID cookie found. My Blazor desktop app does not have a Redis connection. My login app that's running in Railway has a Redis connection. And Redis and Railway very nicely provide me with a Redis instance to use. And then we can say underscore, or we say logger.log error like so. Because it's entirely possible that this is just failing quietly and not doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so that has now worked. And the web app is indeed because of the Twitch auth. Yes. So I don't want the Twitch auth to be happening in a desktop application. I'm just kind of going, trust me, it's a browser. I'm not doing anything naughty in here. Connect with Twitch. See, where did that come from? So they open the URL in browser when it's app endpoint via those app URLs. This one is a little bit more straightforward. It just basically sits there hitting an endpoint and going, hello, can you do something for me, please? Logger.log information, session data persisted to Redis. Twitch. Right, logs there, refresh. Session data, blah, persisted to Redis. Run it from here. Connect with Twitch. Yeah, only the first call, but if I refresh this, On creating ticket. Oh, it can't. I'm calling it from here. What do you want about? OAuth events on creating ticket only called once. Oh, hang on a moment. Let's try something else. So let's go to streambadger.com/login/WTF. And then right, if I go into application data here, and I delete that, and I delete that, and I close everything to the right of here, and then I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to run this, and connect with Twitch, and it worked. So there is some mad caching stuff happening in there, and I don't know what kind of caching stuff is happening in there, but I suspect that it is remembering the old login, and I need to link that in some way to the new login stuff. Which I can probably do somewhere. Okay, I think I know how to fix that, but it's 9:05 and I've gone way past my allotted time for Twitch streaming. So I think what I need to do is move the place where I'm doing this bit. Let's just see if I can do this. So context.identity.add claim types.name context dot So private async task, save session data, string session ID, and we're going to close tabs to the right and close tabs to the left. And in here we've got Redis injected already. Like that, and then var access token equals user.claims dot and then we're going to say async task of I action result await save session data session ID, like that. In the login handler, are you logging out before authenticating? No, I'm not. So login / ABC, and ABC persisted, so OAuth callback, and then ABC doesn't do it there. And then if I go XYZ and go back to here, so we get in the home controller, it does XYZ persisted at Redis, but ABC doesn't. Fantastic. so now we can basically get rid of that stuff and that stuff, and so we just have the thing to do the identity add claim access token. And then ping XYZ and ping ABC both do the right thing. And so back to here. And connect with Twitch. And yes, we did it! We did it! We made it work! We made it work! I'm very happy. Going to stop now. And git status git commit -m in browser login working, and git push. I got this notion, you know, on like gaming Twitch things, they have Pog, and like poggers, and it's working. Yes, right. So let's go through what was wrong with everything and why it wasn't working, and then I will stop and we will be done. So point 1, we're running inside a Docker container, which means requests are coming in on HTTP and not HTTPS, which means we needed this use forwarded headers to get the forwarded protocol HTTPS from Cloudflare and or railway.app. So things were coming in on the right thing. So I think forwarded proto says, you know what your URL is because that's part of your GET request, but we're going to pick up the X forwarded proto, which is coming through there as well. And then the second thing that wasn't working, the reason the first time you logged in it worked, and then all subsequent times it didn't work, is because this only gets called the first time that it does the callback, because after that, this holds the cookie. So this big long value here includes the JWT that we got back from Twitch. And so it wasn't actually going through the creating ticket, because this is what the creating ticket thing here does. And so this, we're just adding the access token and refresh token into the claim, which means they're embedded in here somewhere, but I think that means that they are encrypted. And then we moved the thing that actually saves the session data into Redis into the home controller, so it does it from here. And now everything is working and I'm happy, and I can go and get in trouble with my family because I was supposed to stop doing this half an hour ago and I've missed family time. But that was just driving me nuts, and I'm sure they'll understand. So, right, that's it. That is it for this evening. We've got that working and I'm happy, and I will be back on Thursday. And on Thursday, I'm going to sort of dive back into just more Blazery stuff and start trying to tart up the actual desktop application, make that look nice and all that sort of thing, and use some Blazor components so that, for example, the UI where it's got images, I'm going to see if we can put some tabs across the top that does like images and sounds, and then use cards for the images that show you what the image is going to be and all that sort of good stuff. But yes, so I will be back 7 o'clock UK time, which is 6 p.m. UTC on Thursday, to do some more of this. Thank you to everybody who stuck with me through this. I realise that was quite painful, but we learned some things about debugging. We learned some things about how important logging is. And Eagle, I must make sure I remind Eagle to... Oh, Eagle, you are still here. So yes, hopefully on Thursday we'll take a look at B Unit as well and test some of these components. All right, guys, thanks very much, and I will hopefully see you again on Thursday. Cheers. Bye.